Well, let's see if this works. Ooh, I think it's working. All right. All right. I guess it's working. I'm gonna assume it's working. Bum 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 ba da 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 da. Aw, cute little mirage. That's no mirage. What the fuck? Oh, no, there he is. You can just see him. Right through my heat blur. Hello, mirage. You and your useless frickin' payload. But your collision lights look cool. Okay. We are ready to go. Is our 6 o'clock clear? It is clear. 12 o'clock is clear. Let's roll. Oh shit! I was watching the stream. I did not realize I was that far from. Okay. Alright. So, for those who are just joining us today, I was streaming on Twitch. However, Twitch is having some issues today. It's under attack. I was just informed by everybody else that was on that stream that they were having some issues for several hours, and let's just say it's not working very well. I decided to give YouTube streaming a chance, so let us see how this goes. Oh good, oh good, oh good, they're flying together. I think that is fantastic. So in any case, yeah, this is the first time I've ever been streaming with YouTube, so it will be a nice little learning experience for me. And if this works well, if this works better than Twitch, for example, we might just stick to that. Do I have 0 friendlies helping me out? There's 2 of them here. Yeah, I'm gonna get fucked. Because I can only shoot at 1 at a time, so if I press on this guy... Oh, did he split? One of them... No, he's turning in. Shit. Yeah, I don't think I have any friendlies behind me because there's no F-15 spikes. And this guy at 8,000 has turned hot on me. My instincts are telling me to run. I'm in a very unfavorable position. Okay. And is his buddy... Okay, he's in a full-on run. Where did his friend go? Okay, well, she's dead. Where's his friend? I swear there was another one here. Quite certain. There she is! Go fuck yourself! Go fuck yourself! And... ah! Love it! Love it! Ah, shit, there's two of them here. Three, actually. Yeah, now it's time to run. .116, I believe, is my outbound. Alright, once this friendly in front of me passes me, that's when I turn in. Gotta fight in superior numbers here. Yeah, so for those, again, who are joining us, we are sitting in a server with an 80's mission payload, which means no AMRAAMs, no ETs, none of that nonsense. The red team will only be consisted of Russian aircraft, minus some of the co-aircraft that will exist on both coalitions. But that's only the A-10, maybe the Frogfoot, the K-50. F-15s will only stay on the blue side, and as far as the flankers, MiGs, and the Russian aircraft, those will all stay. Go, buddy, go! Go! Kill him for me! Kill him, please! Please! He's right behind me! Okay, good. Now he fucked off. Yeah, sorry. As I was saying, F-15s will stay on the blue side, and all the Russian aircraft will stay on the red side. And they're also restricted to their payloads, so that's all fun and games. Aha! He actually got me. Did my missile just never reach him? It's kind of hard to tell with the AIM-7s. They're not exactly the greatest of missiles in the world. That tactical worked last time. See what I mean? They just lose track for no reason. Good kill. Alright. I'm gonna try a slightly different tactic this time around. It's kind of hard to fight in superior numbers. See, if I had the AIM, actually the M's, I think, are the most realistic in DCS. So as you can see, I have to put 4 heaters, and the rest are AIM-7s. There's no other option, so you're very much restricted as far as what you can do. But it is a lot more fun than just having the AMRAAMs and having them, you know, spam ETs and stuff, so it's a slightly different kind of fight, if you will. And by the way, I will try to look at the chat, but you know, when you're flying and you're doing combat, it's I kind of want to focus here and do well here, so it's a little bit more enjoyable for you guys than having to look to the right and... Yeah, you know, spam ram bullshit topic, that's just not gonna fly. I know people like to complain about AMRAMs, but when you take into account the fact that the AMRAMs are absolutely worthless and just pointless beyond a 50 nautical mile range, your argument is invalid. ED has completely fucked up the AIM-120s, and 15 nautical miles is absolutely the maximum of maximum ranges you're allowed to fire at in a head-on situation. As soon as that bird starts turning at 50 nautical miles, that missile's never, ever, ever gonna reach its target. It's horrible. And the Russian aircraft are capable of firing at us from twice the range that we're able to fire on them. So as you can see, it kind of balances itself out. So if you guys are the type of people who are saying that spam rams this, spam rams that, you're just doing it wrong. We really are at a slight disadvantage when it comes to the AMRAMs. But it's still nice to have that shoot and forget ability, but you also have to remember that unless you drag that missile with data link until it goes pitbull, the chances of it doing much on its own radar is slim to none. So there is definitely trade-offs, one way and the other. Oh, look at this guy. Between the 29 and the 15, there was another... You want me to fucking kill you, don't you? I'm okay. I can keep flying. I'm gonna say that was both our fault. I'm gonna say... I'm gonna say 50% of that was his fault and 50% of it was mine. I will not apologize. You do not stop in the middle of a taxi like that. And yes, I have a quarter of a wing missing. I will be flying on 3/4 of my aircraft, and I'll be very visible. I'm just gonna shut bitch Betty up, but I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fight. My radar is still on, so right. This is supposed to be a serious night. Let's see if she even flies at this point. Oh my shit. Oh! Uh-oh! 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 It's cool, guys. It's cool. I'm sure the faster I go, the fire will go out, right? That's how this works? Oh, this guy over here is trying to be sneaky. Should I turn on my collision lights on as well? If you see me rolling to the right heavily, it's got nothing to do with me, that's just my wing. I'm sure for him it must look like... Oh, okay, I got him, I guess. I think I just got hit again. Let's see if I can run home. I fucking doubt it. Did I really just get a kill with half a wing missing? And guys, fucking American bias. Ah, Jesus Christ, this game. Yeah, we're back home. Time to slow down. Well, that was retarded. Turn the lights on. Lights will not turn on. They're just kind of blinking now. And apparently, when you have this kind of situation, you kind of require to come in on a landing a little bit more faster than usual. Gonna put a lot of rudder to keep myself from rolling upside down right now. And gear down now. It's gonna be an interesting landing, to tell you the least. I think about 200 knots is the only way I'm gonna be able to get this done. Oh, no, 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 no. Dude, look behind you, please! Please! Don't take off! Guys! No! Alright, no, this is perfect landing. No way. How? Okie dokie. Alright. We're good. A little bit of chaos on the runway. I'm sure it had nothing to do with me. Alright. I might have to exchange some words with the crew chief, but I'm sure he'll understand, right? Will this be considered Code 4? I'm gonna say it's considered Code 4. And safe. 10 out of 10, we'll do it again. Yeah, let's get another aircraft. And no, I will not do barrages. As far as I understand it, they have not fixed the barrages yet. All is well that ends well. I'm just gonna get this thing started up and then I'll read the chat, guys. Give me 1 sec. I really wish I could put more than 4 AIM-7s, but c'est la vie. What can you do? Yeah, well, except that F-15 there, George. This happened while still on the ground. And I made the decision to take off, killed a guy, and came back. Made another guy kill himself on the runway as he was taking off. But I managed to land and stop the aircraft, so yeah. Hey, does it say how many people are on the stream? Because, oh wow, 321. Well, that's certainly a bigger number than usual. Bigger than Twitch. Yeah, for all of you who are on the live stream right now, if I usually stream on Twitch, so if you look for Ralfi Dude on Twitch, that's where you'll find me. So if I'm ever streaming in the future, you guys will know. Because this is the first time I do it on YouTube. It's working out alright. Cocaine before taking off on a flight? Yeah. Actually, I am doing coke, but it's called Coca-Cola. if you know what I mean. Okay. That's bogey. No, I'm gonna watch the ground this time. I'm gonna try not hit anyone. I think flying with two healthy wings is a little bit better for my life. Did you see that 29 on the RWR? He's on my 10 o'clock position. He's blinking in and out with his radar. He's trying to get behind us on the northeast, but I think he doesn't understand quite how the missile defense system works. Because we got it 360 degrees. Whichever way he comes at us from this base, it's not gonna make a difference. What the fuck is happening up there, though? Let's see if I can turn my radar on. There's a trick on doing that on the ground. Ah, shit, just had it. There we go. About 80, and scan up there. $22,000. No, these guys are contrailing. We are a little bit further. Sorry about the cops out there, but well, they don't look to be above 26,000 feet. Maybe they're just like dumping fuel or something. It says 20,000. I know contrail altitude starts about 26,000. Oh wow! Oh wow! That is a lot of F-15s taken off. This kind of reminds me of an elephant walk. If you guys don't know what an elephant walk is, Google that. And if you get elephants, then add Air Force at the end of that. See, look at this fucking sneaky Russian. He's coming at us from the northeast. So, like right there somewhere. I'm gonna turn towards him. Oh my god, really? Go, just go! Fucking, you have an afterburner, you're a fighter jet! Scramble, You people are fucking insane. How do you fuck that up? Says the guy who clipped another guy's wing. See, I don't need to go seeking for shits and giggles material. This just happens on its own. I'm not waiting for you. I'm sorry, but I got places to be. Where's that wreck? Oh, it's on his side. Good. I chose the right side. Alright, so I'm gonna make a... I guess I'll make a turn to the right. See if I can pick up this guy that's behind us. And... up we go. Cheerio. By the way, sorry, I don't have my Twitch thing screen on, so I can't tell who's subscribing, but for all of those who are subscribing towards the Twitch channel, welcome, and, hi. Usually I see it if I have my Twitch thing on, so it's, yeah. Alright, this is northeast, right? Yes, it is. I'm no longer seeing that douchebag, so... either he got taken care of, or he's hiding in the mountains. Either way, I've stopped caring, so I'm just gonna turn in towards the remaining bandits. Alright, there they all are. Oh, that's a lot of them. Oh boy. Oh my. If I had spam rams, I'd be able to do something about this. I'd go in there, but... that's a little more aircraft than I bargained for. And I can only shoot one at a time. So... where are my friendlies? This guy's on his own. I'm trying to see if there's anyone that's, like, out of the pack. You know how woes will always come after, come, giggity, after a guy who's like, oh, well, this guy's running as well. Yeah, this ain't good. They're all flying low. I don't like my odds. But here's what I can do. When you are in this kind of situation, the best thing to do is to take that group of homosexuals, because, you know, they're Russian, and drag them back towards your SAM sites. When in doubt, SAM sites. I know it's not what you guys want to hear, but if I fly in there, I'm just gonna die, and then you have to watch me restart. It's boring for everyone. So, there will be times where I'm just gonna need to tuck tail and run. Oh! Whoop! Someone died. A bunch of people died. Well, they're still pressing on me. That's good. Now, if this hawk site could start engaging, that would be swell. I see a bunch of them have fucked up, but this guy's still pressing hard. Come on, just a little closer. Alright, these missile SAMs should start firing any second now. I mean, there's a whole fucking battery right there, but, you know, it's cool, guys. Don't worry. Just eat your Twinkies, drink your beers. There's just an entire fucking Russian invasion coming this way. There we go! There we go. Now it's time to turn in. Welcome to the party, yeah? This guy's still pressing in. Oh, and turning away. Nah, he's turning away. I guess they realize the slight mess that they've made.
Request takeoff.
Oh, I think I just heard it pass right by me. Ah, I think it got me. I don't know what happened. Not sure what happened. There was just so much happening at the same time. Is this the ground, air-to-ground bullshits? Oh, it is. Alright, there's a bunch of air-to-ground aircraft.
This might say $5 donation, but this costs me $CAD. The best part with YouTube is that the video should be posted when you end the stream. Smiley face, bad heart.
Thank you for ever donated. There was so much shit happening back there. That was awesome. I bet this stream is what's made the server just jump to full population. Oh, my fuel tanks are still on. Man, why do I keep forgetting to do that? Oh, the excitement! Yeah, you know, I heard of Rogue System, but I'm just not interested. It's still very early stages, and a lot of the way it looks just isn't. It's just. And yeah, the thing that I used to use for Stutterbox doesn't work anymore. So in order for Stutterbox to work, you need to have a certain program to do it, and it works for Apple stuff, and they've tried making a couple of them for Windows. It's not that great. It doesn't work that well, because you have to have... Uh-oh, the game just went... Yeah, the game just froze. I believe... Yep, game's gone. Sorry, guys. 200 people on the server crash. Yeah, DCS stopped working. I think DCS still has a memory leak issue. Meow. Yeah, sucks. Tusk is just a code name. So Tusk is someone named Tusk. I'm restarting, so just give it a second. Da da da, ba da da da, ba da da, ba da da da, da 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 da. Yeah, it's not the most stable of games. I'll give you that. Even 2.0 is still working on it, essentially, you know. I'm more of a fixed-wing pilot than I am helicopter, so... I mean, I did have fun flying the KU-50, you know? But, I don't know. I just prefer fixed-wing. You get the places faster. Alright, let's maybe not crash this time. Oh, I changed my audio settings. You can hear it's a little bit muffled. I thought it was applied before when I joined the last server, but apparently you have to restart the game for it to take effect. So all those noises you were hearing before with my RWR, now you're gonna
Request rearming.
hear it a little bit more muffled. So that's cool. It's not as annoying for you guys. No, it's not that I don't like the Mirage. I tried it out, but let's say this: the Mirage was not ready for release. It is so pre-alpha that the only reason they released it when they did is because they were pressured to, because it certainly was not ready to go out, or they needed the money. Like, they seriously needed the money. Because how the fuck do you release a game without IFF, with radar that doesn't work in multiplayer, because it bugs out, it glitches out all the time, and you have so many other problems with it? Like, sure, there were other models that were released that were too early, but oh my lord, the Mirage was not ready to go. People are team killing each other because of it, you know, getting banned from servers because of the Mirage, because they can't IFF. You know, how the fuck do you IFF when you have no IFF? And you have aircraft of different countries in both. It doesn't make sense, you know? So I've actually shelved the Mirage, and it is now sitting there just cooling off, and I'm going to wait until they patch things out, and at least until the IFF comes out. And even then, I'm sure the radar issues are still going to be there. And the missiles, yeah, their missiles are horrible. So, in due time, the Mirage, I'm sure, will be a good aircraft. Not good versus, like, the F-15 or Flanker, but as far as what the Mirage is, but just not right now. And I'm not gonna play a half-done game just because they needed money. Sorry. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna like this muffled sound. There's an option in DCS that you can turn hear like in helmet, I think it's called, where you have muffled stuff. The radio still comes through as normal because you obviously have speakers in your helmet. But like the sounds of the RWR and the outside noises are muffled, which can be bad because I'm not going to be able to hear someone flying past me. And it saved my life several times being able to hear that someone just went like that right past me. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, there's a lot of aircraft we're all happy about, but it's so far down the line before it gets done. The F-18 is not going to see a day of light until probably next year. At best, we're looking at the end of this year, maybe, but I'm just making those numbers out of my ass. You know, it takes several years for these things to come out, so I think on average a DCS level aircraft takes about 3 years to create. So, you know, it takes time, but especially if you have a company like, I don't know, was it Razbam that was doing the F-15, F-15E, and they dropped it? Why? I don't know. Years ago they were claiming that they were going to release that thing. Years ago. We still don't have anything. They've shelved it to do something else, and then now they're kind of teasing that they might be doing it over again. I don't know. I'm kind of very skeptical about Razbam. I know they've done a good job in Flight Simulator. I know that they're regarded as fairly good and accurate there, and I don't quite like Flight Simulator itself, so I don't really play it, mainly because the flight physics, something is off about it. It's mainly like a cockpit simulator. They get all the systems correct. They get all the switches right. They get some of the sounds right. I know there's like a lot of mods and add-ons to make it look awesome and sweet. I mean, I learned how to fly through Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know, like that was the first flight game I ever got myself. Way back in the day, when I was still a little kid. And I didn't read any manuals. I didn't know any physics behind how aircraft fly or any stupid shit like that. I just took off and started realizing what an aircraft does when it's in this attitude or that attitude, and I was learning how to fly from scratch, from basics. Do it over and over and over again, lots of dying, and then figuring out why. And then don't do those things. And that's how I learned. Basically, I should probably turn this off, right? Yeah. That's how I kind of learn how to do things in aircraft. For example, in the A-10, I never look at the G-meter when I'm pulling. I just know how the aircraft behaves. I know how she likes to roll and pitch and whatnot. So when I start feeling that she's starting to wobble, buzz, or start doing some weird stuff, I know I'm reaching limits for the aircraft. The more you fly, the more you're going to see these things, and it's just a lot easier to later on. With more experience, you'll just get better at flying aircraft. Look, 29 coming from the north? I guess they have an airbase up at like Mozdok or something. I'm trying a new tactic. And yeah, if you can hear that outside, I'm sorry, it's New York City. There's like fuck all I can do against the fire station that's 3 blocks away from me. Plus, there was that blizzard in New York that, rated second worst? I'm like from Europe, so to me that was just like regular winter. I don't know. New Yorkers are pussies sometimes. You know, they stand by strong together against terrorist attacks, and they've gone through lots of shit, but all it takes is 5 inches of snow to shut the city down. Fucking pathetic. Okay, let's see what we can do in this environment. I do like the winter setting. The snow on the peaks and everything, it looks cool. Sorry guys, I really want to read chat, but I'm kind of doing very much IFR, kind of, no, VFR. Flying, excuse me. Flying like this in the future is gonna suck. Because right now the trees aren't collidable. In 2.0 they're gonna be collidable. The Nevada map is in 2.0 because the graphics engine was in there, but the ground has also been updated. Whereas this is 1.5, it's running on the new graphics engine for DCS, but the terrain is still running on the old terrain. And the... is this guy up high, like 30,000 feet? The fuck? I don't know. But I'm gonna try and sneak around the mountainside here. Yeah, so although it's running on the new graphics engine, the terrain has not been updated. So things like the trees are still not collidable, even though they are on the NTTR map. But they are going to change this. They're working on the Georgia map, and they're going to revamp the terrain here to make it look like it's the terrain from... How the fuck is the Hawkeye missile site picking me up in a valley? This is the shit that irks me. And I've told ED about this bug, that they can see through mountains sometimes, and they're like, no, everything's cool. Fuck you. But yeah, anyway, so once they do update the Georgia map with the new terrain, the trees are going to be collidable. Flying like this is going to be super risky. Did I just bring one fuel tank? I did, didn't I? I did. I totally did. What's worse about this tactic that I'm using is that you fucking stream snipers are out there and you don't know exactly where I am. Oh wow. Oh boy. The lag. I think the memory leak just happened again. Yeah. Yep. The game just crashed again. Man, DCS 1.5 is just not fucking there yet. Yeah, ED. I mean, look, give ED a little bit of props. They're trying, but there's definitely a lot of things that could definitely improve on. You know. My New Yorker side? I don't have a New Yorker side. New Yorkers are assholes, by the way. Ranger, are you you New Yorker? Do you still live in New York? All that fucking flying through the mountains. All of that flying just for a memory leak to kill me. Unfucking real. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna attempt to do this one more time. And you live in the South now. If it crashes again, I'm gonna call it a night. This was basically a test stream for YouTube anyway. But yeah, I just can't deal with this constant crashing. It does crash a bit more when I'm streaming than if I'm not. So the stream is probably also causing this to happen a bit. A little bit more pro-gun than New York. Yeah, well. You know, I tried getting a license in New York. Because you can get a gun license in New York. But you need to, like, pay 3 different sort of forms. You need to make sure you have your background checks done, which I absolutely, completely agree with. I think I'm pro-gun, but I do think that America needs to change their policies on the guns too, man. But I did want to get a gun, just like at the home. There's one gun range in all of New York, unless you go out to like Brooklyn or something. They make a ton of money because of that. Oh wow, I think the server cleared out. A whole bunch of people crashed. Fucking Jesus, man. But then I decided not to because the apartment I'm in doesn't belong to me, and you need to have a certain consent and paperwork written for that. So I had to kind of give up on that unless I get my own place under my name.
Copy.
But I totally want to get a gun. I think if I'm going to be doing an internship this summer, because I applied for an internship in Ohio, I'm probably going to be going to do an intern at a company with Hawkeye, because he works there. He's got a ton of guns, and it's in Ohio, so he's got a place. He's going to teach me how to shoot and everything. You know, when I went for the Air Combat USA, I wanted to go with linebacker to a gun range and learn how to shoot, but we ran out of time because of the weather issue. You know, we had 2 flights plus the weather crap. So by the time the fight was over with, we basically didn't have time to go to a shooting range. He even bought me like a whole box of 9mm hollow points, and I was so excited. I paid for it, but you know, I couldn't take it with me because I had to go back to New York, and obviously I'm not gonna have a box of ammunition with me at the plane, right? So he took it back with him. It's unfortunate. He brought his Glock with him and everything. Sucks. But yeah, no, like having guns and not having any restrictions as far as who can get them is insane to me. Like, it really, truly is just weird concept that I think every single person who applies for a gun needs to have a psych eval. Like, that's just me. Because there are some people who have guns who should not have guns. Like, just seriously, man. I've met some people with guns that scare the living bejesus out of me that they carry them legally on them, or just to go shopping to Walmart, because you never know when a terrorist might pop up. It's a very scary concept to me. I like just having a. I would love just to go shooting just for the sport of it. That's, you know. It's not. I'm not even gonna try and bullshit you that it's for defensive reasons. I want to protect my home, but yeah, I would like to have a gun at home. Why not? I've been rubbed at knife point before, you know. So it's just like I understand how people are here in New York and all. I would definitely benefit from having a weapon at home at least, even if I can't carry it outside. How do this turn out into a fucking conversation about weapons? Let's go back to fighter jets. How about that, huh? Oh, it's all your fault, Ranger. I remember now. 'Cause you said something about pro-gun laws. I blame you entirely. Okay, well, you think we're going to take off together, but in reality, I'm expressing my middle finger. Now let's see if I can go up and fly. A similar route to what I took before. Whoa, the stream is lagging bad. I'm looking at the playback and you guys are just now. See, I'm already up in the air. Oh my god, you're like the whole 5 minutes behind. I think Twitch might need to be shut down. Guys, let me know if the stream is running well. If it's not, I will restart Twitch real quick. Yeah, but it looks like the entire server fucking crashed because there's no one in the air. Alright. Yeah, it's very, very behind. Very, very behind. But whatever. That means I won't get stream sniped. SU-35? I don't know. Never flown a SU-35. Don't exactly have thoughts on it. What the hell's Rocky? I don't like this in-helmet sounds because I can't hear my engine, like distinct sounds of what the engine does. Like when I push into the first zone of Afterburner, you hear that thump when the Afterburner kicks in. I really like that sound. Plus it just sounds like my engines are dead right now. The MiG-21 is a fantastic aircraft. I think Leatherneck is the most competent third-party developer to date, I guess alongside of Belsim. But the MiG-21 just isn't my personal type of aircraft, favorite-wise. Very well done. excellently done, but it's just, I don't know. It's just not for me. So, you know, I can like it, but doesn't mean I have to fly it, you know? Guys, don't get into the F-35 argument bullcrap, because the reality with the F-35 is that a lot of the articles that come out on it, a lot of the bullshit that you read, is made based on people who have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. I'm not gonna try and defend the F-35, but basically, well, a lot of the aircraft that come out, people talk shit about them, and then when they go out and actually fight, turns out they're a whole lot better than what people have been talking about. And if you guys remember what the A-10 was all about, the A-10 was fucking hated. They thought that the A-10s were going to be dropping from the sky like fucking flies. There's going to be a worthless waste of money, and they should be shot down. And guess what? A-10 is one of the greatest fucking aircraft ever made. All I'm saying is, as far as the F-35 goes, we really won't know until it goes and proves itself. Or doesn't prove itself. I will make my assumptions and judgments then. I will not listen to some fucking schmuck who goes onto a website and starts giving you all this spiel about how stealth technology works, because they have no fucking idea what they're talking about. They really don't. They really, really don't. Well, first target found at fucking 60 miles! Now, I have a feeling that I've got some people in trail behind me, as far as friendlies. So, what I'm gonna do is one of these. And I'm just gonna disappear. Man, I really love my Thrustmaster Warthog OTAS. You can talk shit all you want about its price, but I was crying a little bit in my bank account when I bought it, but I thought, you know what, I love my DCS A10C so fucking much, and I was playing it for over... Fuck, how long ago was DCS A10C Warthog released? Like, 2006 is when I graduated high school. So, that came out shortly thereafter. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They still haven't fixed the texture of that. Damn. We're looking at close to almost 10 years. It's less than 10 years, but like maybe 8 years or so. Holy crap, man. And the Warthog was definitely one of my best investments. (2009) 2009. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 years. 6 years. That's almost 10 years, if you round up. I wasn't very far off. Fuck you guys. Yeah, the slew is my biggest main complaint about the Warthog. But there is something you can do about it, and I have a little plan. I have a little something that I want to do, and I'm going to make a video on it. And I will show you guys. So whoever does own a Thrustmaster Warthog HOTAS, there is a saving grace for you guys as far as what happens with the slew control for the for the Thrustmaster. Now, as far as a all-in-all joystick, yeah, the Thrustmaster is lacking in terms of rotaries, but you know, it is a replica, so it was never meant to be like a best of the best general overall type of joystick bullcrap. You guys are following me, aren't you? I can tell on the RWR you guys are following me. Let's see if I can lose you. I'm going to be crying later on when I have no support to back me up, but it's kind of fun to see if you guys can follow me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so as far as like a general overall joystick, yeah, you know, I guess you people are still stuck with the Cytex. I just couldn't do it anymore. That X55 was like the last straw. I was just like, you know what, fuck this. I wish I could have done that review a little bit better, because it was filled with such hatred and anger towards Cytec that I could have probably done it a bit better. But kind of too late now, isn't it? Yours is worn out? Bro, I've had this for, yeah, like 6 years or so. I did get the Thrustmaster very close to when the 810C Warthog was released. I did have to take it out and polish the ball at the bottom to make it a lot smoother, and that has made a world of difference. Okay, that is a MiG-21. Starting to twist, huh? Yeah, I am getting a little bit of a left and right twist. But you know, the reality behind a Thrustmaster Warthog HOTAS is, if... Shit. I guess they see me, don't they? If it breaks down on me, if something happens to this thing, I'm buying a new one. I don't care. I will definitely get a new one. It's so quiet, isn't it? Fuck me, I don't like this. Ah! There's a homosexual. 40 miles away. What was that? 25. Angels 25, huh? Sorry, I know, I'm trying to keep up a conversation, but it's kind of hard flying here and reading chat. You guys are so fucking uptight when we talk shit. Like, a lot of you just cannot handle the fact that we're kidding around about Russians. None of us hate Russians. We just like to talk shit because of all the reactions that we get from people. People are insane. Do you know how much hate I've gotten from the Putin dildo, stealing Putin's dildo video? To this day, I still get hate mail from Russians about how much I should stay off of Russian politics and how much Putin is a good guy. I'm just like, what? Are you guys serious? You guys took me seriously, didn't you? The joke was in the title and the title only, and the rest of the video was just pure regular BS. And they were so mad. Oh my god. It was hilarious, dude. Apparently there's a lot of Russian subscribers, because I saw a very steep decline in subscribers around the time that video came out. So much controversy, though. It got a lot of views. Sometimes controversy works.
Kudasi, Pontiac 1-1. Request startup. Pontiac 1-1. Negative.
Well, they came in force. Stream snipers. There's at least 3 of them there. Oh, fuck me. Oh, 4! Well, I mean, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. No, next one. Next one. Alright, well, a little bit of a hair-raising moment there. Trying to keep around above 400 knots here. Yeah, you guys can go fuck yourselves. I think it's time to turn the mirrors on. What do you think, folks? That kind of decreases my FPS overall, but... You know... I got the heart pumping a little bit. Not gonna lie. Alright, so what did I miss in chat? Sorry, I was dealing with an emergency. Someone give me a TLDR in 10 words or less. I'm gonna do something very stupid. I don't know why I keep doing this French accent. Okay, I'm in high. Let's go medium. Oh no! Okay. So, slow down. 500 knots. Slow down. 400. Okay. Okay, that works too. I don't mind. Whatever makes you happy. And you sir, you enjoyed that. That's coming right for you. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that, sir. I've only got one left. I don't know why you'd be flying that high and contrailing, but you know. Who am I to judge? See, this is where the Russians fail. It's this low mountain type flying and higher situational awareness. This is where things fall apart for the Russians, essentially. I'm sure they'll fall apart for me. Oh, see? There's that guy. He's running. Turn my radar off as well. Slow down, Ralph. Slow down. Slow your roll, bro. Slow your roll. I might get fucked here. I mean, I don't know, you guys think that I'm some kind of like, oh shit. I guess that took care of itself? Sorry, MiG-21. My radar's a little bit better than yours. I'm a friendly, you asshole. Stop tagging me. How's my fuel? Fuel is looking iffy. We're still good, but we are iffy. Poor MiG-21. Oh, that's a friendly. Where are you getting locked up from? That's concerning, because if he's going defensive, that means there's someone around here. Well, it's proceeding on this way. Okay, everyone seems to be around this canyon, so I'm just gonna go somewhere else. It seems too recognizable. That was a flare from that guy. Well, I do need to fucking make sure that's not a bandito. That is not a bandito. That's an F-15. Sorry. I had to make sure, bro. Sorry. I'm sure he's freaking out just a little bit. Get some of that smash back, and let's proceed away from this area, because all these fucking stream snipers know exactly where I am now. Well, maybe not exactly. I'm definitely not gonna pull up the map, assholes. But I think I have enough fuel for maybe one more engagement, and then I gotta bounce, baby, bounce. Okay, let's read the chat. Fuck you, Ivan. There. Good enough, chat? Chat. Just to make sure, I did drop my... Yes, I did. Fuel tanks are gone. Well, this has been a relaxing sort of kind of flight. This is the kind of fights I like. Instead of just doing BVR, BVR, BVR. The Russian missiles can go further and faster than the AIM-7, so I'm always on a bit of a disadvantage. 350 knots. Why does it feel like it's so sluggish? I'm practically clean here. I only got one big-ass missile on me. My RPM gauge is 87%. Reading this chat's gonna end up getting me killed. I know that for sure. At least the one added bonus is that because of the Russian RWR... Oh, well, there's a fucker. Oh, no. Oh, couldn't pick him up on radar, so... time to run. Did I single-handedly bring the fight over the Russians? Because everyone's here. No one's out there anymore. I'm not, like, dictating what's going on the fucking server, but holy shit, man. There was nothing happening in here before. As soon as I show up here, everyone's like, yeah! Mountain fighting! Fucking hell. Alright. Drag him a little bit this way, I guess. Fuel is about 55%. There's that 29 spike. Not for long. I wonder if this guy knows he's contrailing. How many of you would be lost at this point, flying in the mountains, not knowing where you are? Maybe it's because I've been fighting in these hills for years now. Whoop. No, that's just a contrail. But holy mackerel. My essay is on point as far as navigation. My essay is shit in other regards, but... Throttle up a little bit. I'm a little bit under corner speed here. Da 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 da. Tomorrow. Da 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 da. It was weird I couldn't see that guy on scope, man. He was right in front of me, too. Alright, I'm just about corner speed here. You're new to DCS? Tips? Read the fucking manual. I know it sounds harsh, but like 90% of most of your questions are answered at the manual. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Hey guys, do you know if on YouTube streaming, are you you should be still capable of being able to kick people, right? Just like you are out of Twitch? We're reaching 50% fuel. Excuse me. Okay, good, good, very good, very good. By the way, if I do somehow manage to live through this, highly doubtful, and make it back to base, I'm gonna call it for stream. Ooh, here's a guy. And fucking... Here's this guy. Shit. Just one asshole after the next. Ah, wow. Yeah, okay. 18 miles. Yeah, if I engage them, I'm definitely gonna die. There's 3 of them pressing on me.
Code 1-1. Taxi to parking area.
Gotta split them up a little bit. Turn this shit to medium. See if there's anyone flying outbound by any chance. Sometimes you catch people like up their asshole. It's quite funny, actually. Oh, like... Oh, like this guy. Oh, there's someone right here. Ah. Where did you come? Where did you go? Na 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 na. Where are you? I saw you. I saw you for a split second. Oh man, come on. Especially when you're flying up their asshole like this, because the Russian RWR sucks balls. Because fuck the Russians. They won't know if this is a friendly spike or a hostile one. What the shit? Oh, 500 knots. Slow down, Ralphie. Slow the fuck down. Yeah, the guys behind me are probably like in full afterburner. Look, you see, look at that motherfucker over there. He's contrailing. He's trying to get up high so he can see me in the canyon. Alright, once I get over this, if I don't see him in that crevice in front of me, that's when I need to make my move. This fucking peekaboo shit. Nah, he's probably off right somewhere. But it's time to make myself scarce. $300 knots, come on. Don't lose composure now. You're a fucking fighter. Not a goddamn mirage. See, that was a mirage pun. Actually, no, the mirage handles very well. If I don't say that, you guys are gonna murder me. Okay. Again, I apologize for not reading the chat, but I'm simply too busy. Those graphical glitch errors of things like nuclear launches into orbit are fucking hilarious. That actually wasn't always there. That used to be that got added at some point. They did like a update, and then that's just started happening. What's my chaff and flare count like? 107.52. Okay, we're still good. What's my speed like? Very fucking slow. Is my speed break out? It is not. Best speed to turn the F-15 is between 400 and about 450 knots, but it depends on how heavy you are at the time. So that's like your corner speed. But you also have to understand that turn radius and sustained turns are all different things, different terminologies. So when you have internet faggots trying to fight about who can turn tighter, an A-10 or an SE-27, you can tell them that at an optimal speed, the A-10 will always beat the SE-27 because it has a very good instantaneous turn rate and can turn up its own asshole. Unfortunately, it does not have a very good sustained turn rate, so after making about 200 degrees or so, the A-10 loses. So if it's not able to get its shot on the flanker will outturn the A-10 past that 180, 200 degrees. So, stuff and things. I'm no expert at it either. I've dabbled about it a little bit, but yeah, from experience as well in fighting in the A-10 versus 27s, I can tell you. I've shot many 27s down when they thought they could turn tighter than me. They went full afterburner and just start yanking the stick back, and I'm just like, yeah, okay. Okay, Johnny. So, if I could maybe pick this guy... it's flanker flying high. I might be able to hit him, but... nah, he's basically turned tail on at this point. is going to be difficult, yes? Nah, he's basically fucking off at this point. Fuel. Fuel status is start thinking about going home. And I concur. Really want to get this last aim 7 off before heading back. But you guys know how many times I go home at like 0 fuel. So you all know. You all know what the jig is up. The worst is probably if I do somehow manage to survive this, I'll probably be heading back home thinking everything's just peachy qua. There was someone here virtually fucking in front of me. Where did they go? Where did they go? They were right in this fucking spot. Und no! 15 miles. Okay, that's still okay. Did he go this way, maybe? Aha! Look at the fucking smoke trail! Yep, I'm getting tunnel vision.
Bingo fuel.
Oh no!
Bingo fuel.
Das is not good. And he's over the other side of the fucking hill. Mine. Turn the stage down a little bit. Yeah, he's over on the other side. Wow, you're burning fuel quick. I'm not gonna make it home, guys. Is ever. Well, I better turn my jammer on. I'm not exactly hiding from anyone at this point. Guys, there's a fucking line of F-15s. I'm just gonna fire this off. And he's... No, he's definitely alive. Maybe that's gonna make him go defensive. I don't know. I don't think so. Does he just not care? Oh my god, I'm out of fuel! The missile never reached him! Within 3 miles!
Fuel 500.
I'm so dead.
Fuel 500.
If I'm gonna fucking burn all my fuel, there goes my left engine. Nope, there goes all my engines. What a fucking shame! What a shame! Yes! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Okay. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Yep. Nope. Nope. Yep. And that's bullshit. I made it. Woo! All right. Man, that was a MiG-29, right? I mean, that was definitely a MiG-29 who did not give a fuck. Who gave no fucks whatsoever. All right. That was excellent. You say, I don't know if you people noticed, but at the bottom right corner, there's the closure rate, and it went from like a positive rate to a negative one very quickly, and I still somehow managed to kill him. All right, guys, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. So I'll see you guys next time, and I am gone for the night. Adios, muchachos.